Our first major winter storm for the season is knocking on our door out east. Let me get you guys the latest updates and quickly talk about who could be affected and how. We'll start off with taking a look at our snow totals Saturday through Monday. Our winter storm is making its way into the central plains this evening and then moving its way out east over the next 48 hours. This is our national blended model, so it does a pretty good job forecasting. It takes a bunch of different models, takes their best forecasts, averages them together. Overall, it can give us a pretty good look. First, let's talk about our target area of who could see 6 inches to a foot or potentially even more of snow. Central to northeastern Kansas and central to northern Missouri, central Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, portions of northern Kentucky and West Virginia, and then southern Pennsylvania and areas between DC and Philly could also be a target. On the high end for 6 to 8 inches, although I'd expect much less as we get out towards the eastern seaboard. Now, where you see these light to dark blues down here at the bottom, 1 to 5 is possible, although I'd say this. I think a lot of this is actually going to be sleet and ice. It's reading this precipitable water as snow, but temper your expectations, it's going to be messy down there. Speaking of who could see the worst ice, central to eastern Kansas, south central Missouri, southern Illinois, our Indiana and Kentucky border, especially here I'm watching. Louisville, prepare for this. And then as we move east to Kentucky, I expect our ice totals to start to diminish, but again, we have a little bit more time to watch and see if this adjusts. For anyone in the path of this ice, like I said in my other videos, it's best to have some extra bottled water, food, batteries, fuel if you use fuel to heat your house, and an emergency kit. This can knock out the power. The coldest air of the entire season is moving in right behind it. Ice can make roads impassable. Can't get on the roads. Your power's out. You need supplies. It's always better to be prepared, especially if you're in this dark pink area here. Now, down here in the south, in these regions that did experience our last 2 tornado outbreaks, this does include eastern Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and southeastern Arkansas. And this is mainly going to be on Sunday. We are expecting some severe weather. Specifically, I'm watching areas just to the northeast of Houston, up through Louisiana, central Louisiana, and then into western Mississippi. As we get into Sunday afternoon, you can see our main squall line forming right here, and we see some thunderstorms right out ahead of it. These storms out ahead of it can have some favorable conditions for some tornadic development. And as the squall line forms as we move into the later afternoon and evening times, you could see some QCLS tornadoes, meaning it could be a pretty favorable environment up and down the squall line for tornadoes to form within that squall line. And regardless of tornadoes, this is going to bring a lot of wind with it and some potential hail as well, so we're watching it. I don't expect right now this to be as bad as our last 2 events, but there's always a possibility things start to look a little bit different as this unfolds. So stay weather alert. I'll be streaming a lot Sunday, not the entire day, but I'll do my best to update you more tomorrow with videos in the morning on what we can expect here. And by the way, for areas down here, a big cool down is coming right behind this system. Alrighty guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow. I make posts like this every day. I stream every night. I'll see you in the next video.